My name's Salad Ali, distinguished guest. Ladies and gentlemen, it's an honor to be with you today. Our honored ambassador and the consulate, the respected CEOs, the business leaders. Good afternoon. Assalamu alaikum. So respectful to be with you today here. What I'm just talking about is that most of you guys normally don't visit the chamber office. Being in Dubai, I've seen a good example, Mr. Thomas talking about the challenge right now he was having. And the chambers always, we only hear the problems, receiving emails from the ministry, from our chamber president on the other side in Kenya, the chamber president. What we have mostly is that we would like to invite you first in our offices in Dubai. And this is where, the back end, impact that most of you can get is that it's a solution. I would like to mention maybe 3 or 4 points because of the time, the way he whispered my ear on Mr. Alex, but I won't take more time of expressing myself. But being an expert in trade and an alumni from one of the prestigious university that does in trading, was an alumni in Wall Street in USA where I used to be trading. And today we are here that we would like to help Kenyans to penetrate this small market. But UAE, the way you see the geographical and the way we see in terms of business, it is totally different. Today, if I start one of the example of Thamos is that the chamber has already implanted here what we call a pavilion, where today someone like Thamos, there's no way of shipping his all product all the way from Kenya, bringing here, and then he go to one of the warehouse in maybe in the free zone in Jabal Ali or in the mainland where now you're going to pay a lot of money and that will increase your cost of selling locally here. But the chamber, what it does is that we have called a pavilion where you don't pay the whole year. It's kind of a peanut what we're gonna when we share with you that mathematics and you see for yourself. And then the people, we have signed a contract with most of the 7 states in this country where we have the partnership and people, they just show up to the pavilion and then they see your honey. So there's no way, you have that struggle and look in the market and all that. Once we come to the exporters of Kenyans, the meat, where we make a lot of revenue by our government back home, is that our meat exporters and avocado exporters, they have fallen in the hand of the prey. People are losing millions of shillings every day. In terms of poor integrity and in terms of not understanding the market of UAE. The chamber, why we planted this office locally here in UAE is that before we used to have a Sharjah in the former regime, but Mr. Ambassador, what I would like to tell you is that we request you even during your free time to visit us to at least, show you what we have been done for the last 6 years. This office has been implemented last year, June, once our president has visited USA. And being among the delegates, we have tried to sign a lot of contracts with the other chamber in the USA states. And where instead of now going all the way homes and looking one by one customers, they just come to the pavilion here, find the right coffee, the tea, and all kinds of product. And you just get, the SMEs especially are the ones who take advantage. Kenyans nowadays, they are more advanced of selling the product through all online, the Amazon, the eBays, and most international online platforms. But most of the challenge, people, they don't understand. They spend a lot of money using international couriers like DHL and FedEx, where that cannot even manage to sell or to compete. The people who have a warehouse in USA, who are almost already getting a raw material from Kenya, and then they're adding the additional things to package and sell it in a local platform. Please, my request is that pleading of today coming here and sharing how this the chamber can benefit is all about. Please visit us anytime that you have a free time. And we would like to share with you our address and everything. The other things, an example I can share with you is that people visit our offices only when they have a problem. If I give you a good example, our office is not an aid. A lot of time I've seen people, they send a whole container of 40 feet avocado to Al Awir market, especially in Dubai. And the moment you tell them there's a chamber office, pay a visit, register yourself, be a member, you run away. But later on, once you ship the consignment and a scammer in Al Awir get your product, you just come to cry. And then, our office, you're just asking even a return ticket, you don't have to go back home. So what we are encouraging is that please visit us in our office. This is where you can get all solutions. If I share with you one example of a young man from Kenya, he shipped tea, and then he has taken all the way to Bangladesh to add additional and make it an iced tea. But he wanted to penetrate this market, like the way Damos, he want to penetrate the market. He struggled. He went all the way. The chamber office in Dubai, it's easy to make you to penetrate. The real estate that St. Chams has mentioned, my friend here has this, the way they're talking about, it's easy for us to make you to penetrate the market in case, if you need a client, if you have a small product, if you have, if you want to sell a bulk of item to Dubai. We have helped some of the examples, the flowers. If I mention BJ Dave is one of the biggest flowers exporters. When they wanted to present their flowers to all the petrol stations here, they came to the chamber, and we make them easy for them to penetrate. If you want to meet the right decision maker in any organization within UAE, I think today you're hearing something good, because always you spend a lot of money getting a taxi from most of the Kenyans lives in Daira, going all the way to the city center. It's almost $50 when I turn it. And when I say in Kenyan shillings, almost 7,000 Kenyan shillings. Who's going to pay for one trip meeting with one client while the office is just around the corner and you can get all the solutions? I hope I'm not taking more time, but later on we're going to meet. Thank you so much, and I really appreciate to meet with you, all of you guys. Thank you.